This is Act 2 for a new player necromancer guide. This guide's made specifically for somebody who's completely new to the game. You've never played Path of Exile before. You've seen there's a new league coming up on Friday, which is the Mayhem League. This works for any league, but specifically for the Mayhem League because you're going to want it to be a little bit tanky. You're going to possibly want to be doing it solo self-found, so you find all your own goods, so you don't have to learn the trading system. Or this guide will work for the trade league, solo self-found. This particular build will work for hardcore, but not on the path that we're taking, because, for example, if we were going hardcore, we'd be taking these life nodes here and pathing up into the extra skeleton and necromancer zombie. If it was hardcore, we'd path that way because we need the life. With it being softcore, it doesn't matter if you die. Don't feel bad if you die. You're not going to die, but you're new to the game and you might know how to dodge certain bosses and things, so don't worry if you die. Whatever you do not play it hardcore if you're new to the game, because you're going to die before you get into the good stuff, which is the maps where you're going to make your currency, and you're going to be able to do all your really good crafting and things. So just, follow this if you're playing Trade League or Solo Self-Found. Solo Self-Found is completely viable. It needs absolutely nothing. Everything that we get we're going to pick up or we're going to craft on the crafting bench. So we've just got into Act 2. I've put everything in, converted it into currency. We still aren't using our minions yet. We're still going to be using our Frost Bomb, Frost Bolt combination. But once we get into Act 2, town will transition into the minions.
It's nice to see there's still some life in this twitching corpse of a continent. When I'm ready and not before.
We need 2 points to be able to get to starting to use the minion build, And we're looking for colours still of blue, blue, red.
I need more mana.
Or blue, 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 blue. A lot of people who play Necro builds will level up solely on Necros by using SRS. I just find this more smooth to use this combination of 2 spells. I'll show you my wand in a moment. You don't need anything on your wand. The gem levels will carry you to Act 2. Let's quickly lay a trap down there. Look, the wand's got absolutely nothing. It's got cold damage over time multiplier, which is it's not needed at all. It doesn't even work with this build yet because I'm not stacking that. I apologise about my cough. I haven't got COVID. I've just got a bloody cold. I just can't get rid of it. So we take the right hand path when we come to Act 2. And again, just looking for big packs just to get as much XP and then moving on.
I barely recognize myself.
You must have a dash of some kind by the time you get to Act 2. I'll be changing out to Flame Dash. Once I go back to town, I'll change it out to Flame Dash. And again, I'm playing this as a new player would play it. I could race through it. This act takes about it's about a 40-minute act for me if I'm playing really efficient. But on this playthrough, as I'll be playing through and explain everything, it's probably going to be about an hour's playthrough. So feel free just to skip forward to the parts that you will find most relevant to yourself. Now, in the last video we found a blue-red chest piece which I managed to put my zombies into. So I got my zombies on the key button R. I'm going to start raising the zombies, but they're going to be dying quite a lot until I pick up the next node. And here I go straight to the Chambers of Sin, which is to your right. My zombies here don't do any damage, they act as a meat shield, just to keep the packs away from me. I'm still picking up all of the 3 different coloured items on the floor, which gives me chromatics. We need a lot of chromatics, a lot of alts and a lot of alteration shards. Even if you're playing Trade League, because it's Trade League that lasts a week, you won't have any starter items for the Trade League, so you need to pick them all up and use your crafting bench at every possibility. Keep picking up all of your portal scrolls, all of your everything what's on the floor. And that's me, got me 2 links now, so I can transition into minions, but I just need to get a quarter of a level so I can have 1 more zombie and start using my skeletons. Okay. So the zombies, where are these? Some skeletons. Minion damage. Support. I'll have to go to town and buy a gem. So we'll have to go back to Act 1 to buy the melee splash.
Yes?
That item there, 25 strength needed.
Take care.
I'm going to take a
Hello.
added lightning damage with this as well. You just have to use what you can get when you do these solar cell farm builds and just adapt to it. So I've got my skeletons linked with added lightning damage, and I don't want that. minions, added lightning damage, minion damage support, and summon skeletons. Let's see if I can get the change the flame dash. So I'm going to change this skill, Frostblink, to flame dash now. It's better for Act 2. It's better. It's your end game gem. You want this as your end game gem anyway. You can use this 3 times in a row. You see, whereas the other one you can just use once. But the other one does do damage as well. But as we're not stacking any cold damage,
Inquisitor, if you attempt to transmogrify a virtue gem without the proper mental preparation, you will be a puppet master working strings made of vipers. Remember, these gems are phantasms in crystalline form, alive with volitions inscrutable. Master conscious dreaming, as I instructed you. Your death would mean little to me. What your demise could unleash.
and at this point in the game, you've got your minions, but your minions aren't your damage. Your minions are just like a massive meat shield. If you just use your minions, it'd be very, very slow in leveling.
When I'm ready and not before.
The trials, we skip the trials, we come back and do them once we're a higher level. In excuse my cough. In solo self-found or trade league, you do your trials if you wanted to, or you just come back with the money in Act 4, because you're not going to be running the labyrinth until you're in Act 4 anyway. Your minions will be dying, don't worry about them. If there is a meat shield, just recast them. On the way to leveling, you want to get every single one of these essences. Essence of Anger. What you're looking for is the one which will give you minion damage. I can't remember its name now. These are very common, these essences, so you just get every single one that you can get. They come in really handy if you're playing solo self-found to craft the gear. It can be very powerful at end game. The ones that are of no use to summoning skills, you just use as cheap alteration shards on your gear. So now we've got to save Helena. We don't have to talk to her as we walk past, we just go straight into the mobs. This is going to be quite a hard fight at this level. I'm just going to quickly spend my points here to get my extra necros. There we are. They're all dead, of course.
I need more mana.
Let me have to talk to Helena. And return to town.
Travel far.
Take a desecrate. Put it in a slot because you want to be levelling that up for when you get your spectres at level 28.
Haunts us in her dreams. Go with courage.
Check with Yena, just looking for upgrades. This build endgame needs a chain belt because you need a little bit of energy shield because you've got 4 layers of defense in this build. You'll have a dodge, you'll have your energy shield, then you'll have your mind over matter, then you'll have your attack block, and then you'll have your spell block. So there's lots and lots of mitigation, but you have to look out for a good chain belt right where you go. So get the best chain belt you can get.
Goodbye.
There's a little bit of energy shield here.
Keep your wits about you.
Again, from here, our minions, we pop them out, but they just act as a shield because they will be dying. We need to get 3 or 4 points gathered to get the minions to have a little bit of defense. Pick up all the orbs that you see on the floor. You need every single one of them. Walk past nothing. White things on the floor now you don't need to be picking up. You want to be picking up all blues and all yellows. And here we want to get 2 or 3 levels before we fight Oak. And we need to upgrade our pots as well. So you just continue running. As the minions and mobs come behind you, you drop a frost bomb, and then turn around and kill them. Especially here, this is going to be quite dangerous here. Spend a bit of time raising some zombies because the zombies are going to die. All your minions are going to die quite a lot until you have a few points into minion defense. I run straight down and I kill this person here for my skill point. So the minions have got a little bit of power now. Now the bandits, we want to kill all of the bandits.
I need more mana.
I'm just getting a tiny bit more XP in here, and then I'm going to teleport back to town and go and kill the first bandit.
Ready and not before.
Now on this bandit, for this kill we still need this, which is a Holy Flame Totem. So let's double check that you have this as you go in to fight this bandit. Basically Holy Flame Totem goes consecrated ground, and it'll keep you alive and it'll keep your minions alive, which is more important because the minions are really squishy. And I'm going to do this just with minions. Not really else, we'll just see how long it takes to kill just with minions and the Holy Flame Totem. See, this icon here is consecrated ground, and it just heals you and your minions. So as you can see now, the minions can take over from the power, so I can keep me frost bomb, but get rid of the frost bolt.
Yes.
Again, just sell all the junk. This is where we want to be, to stop your minions dying, or you can come to here. Depends how confident you feel within the build. Myself, I always go down to here first. Have to visit Act 1 to get that point. Once you have this indomitable army, your minions won't die. They just won't die, and they're great. But you can switch fully to minions. So now we're going to go for Oak. So we'll take the TP to the riverways. See these two sort of, I don't know what they're called, but you walk through these two and you'll see there on your map that it'll take you to the wetlands.
When I'm ready, and not before.
Artisan boxes gives you currency. If you're in hardcore, you always do this. You get a scroll of identity and you identify, and it says gotta buy a pack of magic monsters that casts Ice Nova, which will freeze you, but I'm not worried about that. We're playing a softcore, so you only live once. Everything is very valuable in solo self-found. You need to pick up everything you see on the map, which is like sockets, it colours all matching. Like three different coloured socket colours, or blue items, yellow items, because you're going to run out of your alts and transmutes as you start upgrading your gear. And you'll run out really quick. It's the biggest thing for new players because they don't have enough alts and alterations to upgrade the gear. And if you solo self-found, you obviously can't buy it, you've got to find it all yourself. This chap here, we've got to kill him, you talk to him,
So an enemy of hope.
kill Oak, teleport away, drop your totem down, do it first, and then raise your skeletons, and they will be able to kill him from now on. Just keep an eye on him. Don't worry because necromancers look slow. It's just at the very early stages in the game that necromancers are slow. Once you get some levels up, they start just ripping through all contact. I mean, literally just, you don't even have to look at your screen. You can go AFK, watch a YouTube video and play Necros.
This land has no time for avaricious little despots like you, Oak.
So once you kill Oak, you have to go behind his camp and up and look for the waypoint.
I need more mana.
It's a nice find. Chaos Orb. Anything with the name Orb in it, you want to keep and put into your town stash. All of the orbs you actually need. If you're unsure about something, keep it in your stash at town. Don't vendor something you're unsure of. Very early on in the league, you'll be wanting to buy a tabula, which is an armor which has 6 sockets, and you need to collect about 20 of them Chaos Orbs to be able to buy one. If you're playing Trade League, of course. And so finally we go for the last bandit, because we're going to kill them all. I just lost what screen I'm on there. We're back now. So to find the Lyra, you find this flaming bit behind her, like the torch, and you go in that direction, and a Lyra will be there somewhere, hiding in her base, waiting for you to come and make friends with her or kill her. But we want to kill her. We kill all the bandits. We want to be looking out for a nice shield as well. I didn't have the right colours, that's why I didn't pick that up, but we do want a nice shield. Because we're going Necro, quite defensive Necro. Wrong way. Actually, we'll do that now.
And not before. Much clatter.
Now this is a one which isn't any good for my weapon, but I'm going to use it on my belt because it's got fire resistance on, so it's like a free alch. So there I've got, that's nice, that's a 14 and a 16 cold resistance. Just get my resistance up here. I've got 75 on the cold, 50 fire, 11 lightning resistance. So I will go to my hideout and upgrade the lightning just a little bit. Generally, if you're playing solo self-found, you can get away with like 50 all res. If you're playing hardcore, you want to be getting up as close to 75. 50 is the absolute minimum you want if you're going to be doing this as a hardcore build. But 50 is fine with solo self-found because again it doesn't matter if you die. There's no penalties at all for dying. Again, you need to use this Holy Flame totem. Keep raising your skeletons. Keep an eye on your mana. Skeletons just auto attack, they're just automatically aggressive, so they'll go out and they'll hunt. And just spam your frost bomb just to slow the creatures down.
Too much clutter.
One of the nice things about a necro is you can go not AFK, but for example there I was looking at stuff on the ground and I wasn't worrying about being attacked because I knew I had skeletons up that would take care of it, you know.
The spirit hunts with you.
Sorry, jump gear again.
Be well.
If you notice, I haven't got any alterations, so I'm to pick up as much as I can. That's what I've got from my map there, 3, which I've made, which gives us a couple of upgrades. So we'll go to town now. Let's double check I've got some useful stuff that we will be keeping. That shield's probably going to stay with us for a while. So go to your hideout crafting bench. See if we can get a bit of element on there. I thought we couldn't. We want a bit of lightning. Yeah, see if we can get double decks on this. This belt's probably going to last us a long time, so I've just got a bit of mana on there. Damn, I broke it. That can happen, that can happen. So what I need is an item called a scouring orb, which I don't have. Oh, I do. Okay, back to town. In this part of the pyramid, I just hook the sides and just go around the map, just like everywhere else. I don't think there's any proven way to do it, or at least I don't know. Just hug the sides. think it's up on the top right, isn't it? Top left, sorry. Top right. Yeah, it can get really confusing in here.
Fascinating.
We can skip taking that waypoint because you never come back to this area again. Again, and here I'll just hook the side and eventually brings you back to the next exit. Just drop the frost bombs behind you. There's a few zombies.
When I'm ready and not before.
I'm going to take time and kill these packs because I want to get that strong box. Artisan boxes are always open because it's going to have currency in. And currency means two things in this game. You walk past the dredge ticket. Currency either means if you're in a trade league, it's currency to buy your upgrades. If you're in solo self-found, you need all the currency you can get so you can use your crafting bench so you can craft your own items. Like what we've just did there, we crafted a bit of resistance onto items. With having indomitable army, me minions are quite chunky now. They won't be dying.
mana. When I'm ready and not before.
And just remember to always pick up your blues and your greens, not your blues and your greens, your blues and the yellows all the way through the game, because you're going to need a ton of alteration shards to keep your gear, so you're around about 50% all res on everything. Oh, I haven't dealt with one of the bandit lords, well it's a Lyra. I skipped a Lyra, didn't I? Oh, did I skip a Lyra? Yeah. Yeah, I really thought I'd killed her, I don't know why. I think it's because I've been doing these videos, I do guides for that long now, that it's just all merging into one, you know. So I'll kill this pack so I can take some zombies into the fight with us, because they're quite tanky, the zombies. Don't do a lot of damage at the moment.
You come. The King of Rats. You missed a valuable lesson, sister. Never let the power go.
Going? There, you say, I'm so sorry, my friend. Fare you well.
When I'm ready and not before.
Oh, on here, because we're playing solo self-found, not on hardcore, I haven't went for any of the life nodes, but obviously if you're playing on the hardcore you would be taking out the life nodes at the top before you'd be progressing, which are your path to here up there instead of coming along here. As I say, and I say a million times, don't worry if you die in softcore, it doesn't matter, there's no penalties.
I like you better this way.
See, I got frozen there. If that had been hardcore, I'd have been worrying. this is near the end of Act 2 now. You've just got to climb the pyramid. And there's about 4 or 5 levels. There's no way that I know to do this any quicker. I just get to one edge and I just follow the edge all the way around, and eventually you get to the next part. Sometimes you get lucky like that. Sometimes you have to go right the way around the pyramid. In here we skip as much as we can because we just want to get to the top of the pyramid to get the boss fight. Our level is 23 and the area level is 23. If you were hardcore, you'd probably want to stay around here and get to 24, 25 before going up against this boss, and you'd want to really check your resistance. Basically in hardcore you over level every area. You just press C to see your normal, what your level is now, your current level, and then look in the top right and you'll see the level of the area. If you're 2 or 3 levels above that, you're fine. So this is the boss fight. In here I put a portal down there because I'll run out of mana. Click this, just wait for the timer to go down. It takes quite a long time. There's a 10-second countdown or something for some reason. And I'll lay my totem with the zombie skeletons. There's my totem again. And the strategy on this is just don't get hit. Quite literally, don't get hit. You just run around them. Your minions now will do all the damage. Just don't get hit though, because it hits very, very hard. And we have less than 400 life, remember? Just check your minions are alive, run round them in a circle, keep dropping the totem, and that's that guy dead. Pick all them up for bonuses. Okay, so thanks very much for watching. This was my new player guide on Necromancer, how to do the solo self-found and hardcore. I'm going to end this now and upload this onto YouTube. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll be streaming in about half an hour to an hour of Act 3. Thanks guys.